Credit Suisse Chairman apologizes to shareholders at its final annual meeting for the bank's demise, in which Credit Suisse eventually came to an agreement to be taken over by Swiss bank rival UBS. Jared, this was fiery. It was absolutely just kind of an outpouring of emotions from investors who were frustrated at the end of the day with the mismanagement, not just in this event, but it sounded like some of the events past were also kind of rearing their heads into the discussion as well, even as they were voicing some of those frustrations, but very much focused on what was taking place. And ultimately, they had said that they wanted to put all of their energy and efforts into turning the situation around and putting the bank back on track. Pains me that we didn't have the time to do so. And in that fateful week in March, our plans were disrupted. That coming from Mr. Lehmann from Credit Suisse, ultimately there.
Yes, and does my heart go out to all the Credit Suisse shareholders? I'm just wondering who at this point, is an existing Credit Suisse shareholder. Are we talking about retail crowd here? I don't think so. I think really it's about the institutional investors. Middle East is kind of a pay-for-play situation with a lot of these European banks. They take huge stakes in them to gain access. This was, you could say this was a long time coming. I don't think it was fait accompli, but you have a guy who had truly mismanaged the bank. Then he says he's truly sorry. Then he blames the messenger, saying social media digitalization fanned the flames of fear. Well, that's going to be the case in just about any panic or crisis, especially if it's caused by you in the first place. There's always going to be a magnification there. I don't have a lot of sympathy for the CEO, for the shareholders at this point. This has been a bank that's been battered and bruised for years for a lot of misdealings.